What's going on, guys? Today I'm bringing you two incredibly undervalued stocks that very few people are talking about right now. And for one of them, if they completely liquidate everything, you guys could receive double the share price value. So there's definitely a huge disconnect between the share price and the market cap of that company, and it has the potential to be a lot more. But if you guys don't really care about any of my reasoning and research behind it, well, the two companies are Rano Holdings and SOL Global. But if you want to hear my research and why I want to buy these companies very soon, then stick around and let me tell you why. Hey guys, welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, then definitely show some love to do one of those things for all the amazing information that you're about to receive. And before I begin, I'm not a financial advisor, blah blah blah. Guys, just don't follow me blindly. Please do your own due diligence and look up the company and just see if I'm actually telling the truth about any of this, because I don't want to be held responsible. So number one, Rano Holdings. They are the third largest cannabis company in that sector by revenue because they are a vertically integrated operator. So this means that they do everything in the supply chain, from growing it, packaging it, selling it in the stores. They operate in 14 different states right now with 1,600 employees. So they're definitely not a small company. They have 73 retail locations and they own 9 production facilities. And these production facilities are about 770,000 square feet of land in area. So if you guys don't know how big that is, it's about 16 football fields. So that's pretty big. So to dive right in, guys, this company is absolutely killing it. So to briefly touch on the balance sheet, all these numbers are reported in USD. I don't want to spend too much time on the balance sheet, but I'll quickly go over it. So the total assets are 202 million. Their current liabilities are sitting at 122 million. So they don't have any issue paying any of their debts. Their total assets are 459 million and their total liabilities are 216 million. So they're in a very good financial position. But now let's move on to the actual income statement. Their revenues in 2019 were approximately 66 million, and then they grew that to 229 million almost. So that's about a 240% increase from 2019 revenues, which is absolutely incredible. But it actually depends on how much they're actually able to take home in net income, because if they have very high expenses such as marketing, sales, and admin, it doesn't really matter. So taking a look at their net income, they actually incurred a loss of 18 million in 2019, and they took home 125 million almost in net income in 2020. That is a huge growth because their expenses are very low. They haven't been increasing. They actually decreased their general and admin expenses, they decreased their sales expenses, and they decreased all their depreciation. So that is amazing. But now let's actually compare this company to Trulieve, which is also another cannabis company that I am currently holding and I think is doing very well. So now we can take a look at Rano and Trulieve side by side. So Trulieve, these numbers are in thousands. So in 2019, it had $252 million in revenue, compared with Rano that only has about 65 million. And then in 2020, Trulieve has about 521 million in revenue, compared with about 228 million from Rano. So it's almost double Rano's revenues. But like I said, revenue is not the only thing that matters. Let's take a look at their actual net income. So Trulieve's net income in 2019 was 53 million, and then it grew to 63 million in 2020, which is pretty good actually. But comparing that to Rano, which has half of the revenue, their net income was actually 125 million in 2020. So that is almost double Trulieve's revenues, because Trulieve actually has very high sales and marketing expenses. They have $120 million in sales and marketing, whereas Rano barely even has 1 million. So with this, we can see that Rano doesn't even have to spend any on its marketing or sales. Its products are just selling itself, and we can see with that their net income is a lot higher. So now we're getting to the fun part. Let's take a look at their valuation based on the market cap, starting with Trulieve Cannabis. So they're sitting at about $52.50, and in 1 year they had a growth of about 270% almost, and their market cap is about 6.62 billion. But Rano, which has higher, actually almost double the net income of Trulieve, is sitting at a market cap of less than 3 billion. Maybe there's not enough eyes on this stock because it actually just became public in February, but For some reason, this company should be valued at way higher, and this is not just only my opinion. We'll take a look at tip ranks and see what analysts have to say as well. So taking a look at TrueLeaf, it's sitting at about $52 right now, but analysts say that TrueLeaf should be around $84, so that's still a 60% upside. That is huge, and that's only the medium. If it goes to a high of 18, that's incredible. So if TrueLeaf is actually undervalued, then that makes rano extremely undervalued, right? Because let's see what analysts have to say about rano. So rano should be at $36. That's almost about a 60% upside as well, and that again is the medium target. It can reach a high of 42. So now the second company that we're going to be talking about is Sol Global. They are a holdings company that owns small pieces of other companies, and it just so happens that Sol Global, its largest investment is in Rano Holdings. So this is a February update when Rano went public very recently. SOL Global, it says right here, upon the completion of the transaction, SOL Global expects to immediately hold 25.2 million subordinate voting shares of the resulting issuer, which is Rano Holdings. So if we do the math there really quickly, so if they own 25.2 million, there we go. And right now the current share price is around $23 of Rano. That means SOL Global has an investment that's worth about $580 million in Rano shares. But if Rano goes to, let's say, the $36, then that 25.2 million times 36 will actually be worth around $907 million. But now the really weird thing is, if just Rano's shares that SOL Global holds is worth 900 million, let's take a look at the market cap of SOL Global. So SOL Global is sitting at around $3.15 right now, but it only has a market cap of around 170 million. So if SOL Global was to liquidate right now, you guys would receive way more than double, way more than triple. You guys would receive almost 5 times the amount of value from this company. And let's not forget that SOL Global, or Sol Global, sorry, it doesn't only have one investment. Rano is just its largest investment, but it has many other investments. So we're only taking a look at the investment in Rano, but if we actually add up all the other investments, this company is worth way more than 170 million, and it's actually come such a long way as well. So Sol Global is one of the companies that says what its net asset values are in its financial reports. And if you guys don't know what net asset value is, it's when you take the net assets, which are like the cash and equipment, all the kind of valuable items that they have on their balance sheet, minus all of the debt that they have. Say for example, they have 100 million in assets and 10 million in liabilities. Well, if you take 100 minus 10, the net asset value is 90 million. So on November 30th of 2019, the stock price was at 34 cents, and they said that their net asset value was $1.70. And then if we take a look at February 29th, their stock was at 19 cents. So it broke down, and if you bought it at the 34 cents, you would have been down quite a bit. But their net asset value actually increased to $1.98. So this just shows that these stock prices don't really mean anything. You guys should take a look at the business and how the business is actually running. The stock price is just a random price that Mr. Market has to offer you on a random day. And it doesn't mean you have to buy or sell. Just take a look at the actual value of the business. So on November 30th, their stock went up to $1.93, which is a huge gain in less than a year. And their net asset value was $3.50. And then again, on February 28th, just a few months ago, their stock was at $3.06. And the net asset value was $7. So if you actually listen to what the management had to say 1 year ago, and you bought the stock at around 17 cents and sold at the high in about a year, let's see, you guys would have almost a 3,000% gain. That is incredible. So even now, they have been telling the truth, because every time they issue these reports, their net asset value goes up and their stock price eventually goes up as well. So after that huge dip, right here it had a high of $5.65, and then it dropped about 50%. Even from there, you guys, it is an incredible buy right now at the current price. So definitely check it out and take a look. And that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed watching the video and liked the research and content that I provided, please do me a favor and go hit the like and subscribe button down below. Say something in the comments if you guys want to know more, if you guys disagree with anything. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.